Hello, class 9C. In our last class, if you remember, then we have discussed about this topic. We have started the chapter water, and we discuss about physical properties of water. Then we discuss about a very unique property of water that we call anomalous expansion of water. Then after that, we have seen what is latent heat of fusion of ice. Then we have also seen latent heat of vaporization of water. And lastly, we discuss about specific heat capacity. So this were our last topic that we discussed. Now today we are going to see why water is called as a universal solvent. Water is a remarkable solvent. It dissolves many substances, forming aqueous solution, that is water solution. Not only solids but also gases and other liquid dissolve in water. Hence it is difficult to find absolutely pure water in nature. For the same reason, water is also called a universal solvent. So, since water can dissolve many substances, either in the solid form, liquid form, or gaseous form, because of that, the water is called as a universal solvent. Importance of water in solution we can find in our day-to-day life. In our human body, as we know that our human body needs lots of water in order to carry out the metabolic process in a smooth way. It is important for the aquatic animals and plants as well. Then we can find in carbonated drinks, vinegar, that is acetic acid. Can find in a tea while preparing tea the solutions, and water has also a very important role in the formation of clouds. Next, we'll discuss about solution. What does solutions and its component? So to understand this, what you do is you take a beaker. In this beaker we filled half with water, and then after that we'll add 3 or 4 teaspoon of sugar. Okay. Now after adding sugar, we'll dissolve it. We'll stir it so that the sugar get dissolved in this water. So you'll find the clear solution like this. Now, in this clear solution is called as sugar solution, and sugar solution is always or any solution is consist of two components. One we call solvent and other we call solute. Solvent means the medium which helps to dissolve the substance. We call it as solvent. So in this case, in sugar solution, water is a solvent, and the substance which get dissolves, they are known as solute. That is sugar. Okay. Now, a solution, a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components whose composition may be gradually changed by changing the relative amounts of the components. Solvent, the medium of dissolution that allows one or more components to dissolve in it to form a solution, is known as solvent. The as I discussed, the medium or the component which helps to dissolve is known as a solvent, whereas the substance that dissolves in the solvent to form a solution is known as solute. So this diagram clearly states the solution and its two components. Next, depending upon total components, how we can classify solution. Say for example, in this first solution, we have taken copper sulfate solution. In this, a solution containing only one solute dissolved in solvent, and in ternary solution, a solution containing one solvent and two solutes. So in this, we have got water and copper sulfate, so two components, so it is a binary solution. And in this, we have got in oral dehydration solution, we know that we take water, then we add sugar, then salt. So over here we have got three components. One is water and two are solutes, sugar and salt. So they are known as ternary solution. Next, a solution may be formed by mixing number one, a liquid with another liquid, example water and alcohol. Number two, a solid with a liquid, example sugar solution. Number three, a liquid with a gas, that we call soda water. And number four, a solid with another solid, that we call alloys. So alloys are a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals. Examples, say for example brass. Brass is composed of two metals, copper and zinc. Next, what is true solution, or we simply call solution? A solution in which the size of the solid particles is about 10 to the power minus 10 meter, just correct it, 10 to the power minus 10 meter is called a true solution. That means in a solution where the size of the solid particles, that means the substance which is getting dissolved, is about 10 to the power minus 10 meter, which is very very small, that we call as true solution. In true solution, the solid particles and the solvent molecules cannot be distinguished even way under a microscope. They cannot be distinguished under a microscope because the particle size is very very small. Next, what are the characteristics of a true solution? One, it is a homogeneous mixture. That means it will form the uniform composition all over the solution. The solid particles are very small, that is about 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Next, it is clear and transparent. Its component cannot be separated by filtration. So since the particle size is very very small, we cannot separate with the help of filter paper because the pore in the filter paper is small, so the solid particle can also easily pass through it. And lastly, the solid particles in a solution do not settle down. Since the solid particles in a solution get dissolved, so you don't find at the bottom of the solution. Now, this assignment 4. Question number 1, water is a universal solvent. Comment, that means you need to explain why it is called a universal solvent. Question number 2, define solution. Question number 3, what are solutes and solvents? Question number 4, what is a true solution? And lastly, question number 5, write any 5 characteristics of a true solution. So complete this assignment and send it in my mail.